So right on schedule, Apple did just drop iOS 26.3 Beta 1, and this is right on schedule for how Apple traditionally has been doing these .3 releases. And first thing I do want to talk about, since the finished update has installed, is actually just how warm the phone actually felt. So again, this is on our 17 Pro Max, and it did feel kind of warmer than what I've seen recently. However, actually looking at it now, it doesn't seem like we're getting a lot of extra heat or anything really crazy. We're not even seeing triple digits here, so could be a placebo effect for me, but it definitely felt warmer than I was expecting. But as you can see, it's holding on perfectly well. Jumping right into it, let's go into settings, general, and about. And you can see 26.3 is coming in with a new build number of 23D5089E. This E shouldn't be much of a surprise. We know we are going to have a ton of betas for this 0.3 beta cycle, since we will be on this until about the end of February, possibly even March, before it's released to the public. One thing we do normally see in these .3 releases are new wallpapers, but in beta 1, at a quick glance, I did not actually see any. And as you can see when you scroll through, we didn't even get a new Unity wallpaper yet. I would anticipate this to come possibly in a later beta, 2, 3, maybe possibly even the 4th before an actual release. But I did just want to call that out, that it is not here just yet. From actually just using it, even though everything's re-indexing, it has been somewhat smooth even for an E-build. And one thing I did want to point out is the modem firmware here. We are at 1.20.03. Now, in addition to that, let's also take a look at the, let's go back at it here. Let's go down a little bit here and take a look at the actual storage. So when we look at the actual iPhone storage here, for some reason I'm struggling finding it, you'll be able to see exactly what this is doing to this first beta. And as you see, system data has actually substantially dropped down. We are only using 16.48 gigs for system data for 26.3, which is good to see since we are coming from about 18 to 20. And then iOS as a whole is still in the 20s, and we're looking at Apple Intelligence using 9.24 gigs, iOS at 14.01 for a total of 23.24. Aside from that, what I want to see is actually going into Apple Intelligence. Even though we're not expecting a ton of new features in the 0.3 release, those should be coming in 0.4 with the quote-unquote smarter Siri. Everything does look exactly like it has. Looks like we can still only use ChatGPT as an extension as well. Nothing else new here just yet, unfortunately. So that's something we will have to follow along with. Let's see if we get any new splash screens in any of Apple's stock apps. Doesn't look like it, but as you can see, everything is still moving. Very, very good for a first beta. I will caution before I go any further, I do not recommend installing this on your primary device, simply because, like we said, we will probably not be getting the second beta until the first full week in January comes, which will be about January 5th. Again, we'll talk about release cycle here in a second, but do not install this just yet. I fully expect there to be a ton of bugs and issues that need to be worked out in this build. Interestingly enough, and I'm very curious to see how it actually operates in the next coming days, but that bug again in the keyboard where autocorrect would not load and actually all the new words would show up on that dedicated line, I'm hoping that's gone here. It was still intermittently showing up in the RC and actually the public release of 26.2. So no new splash screen here. All right, so aside from that, let's look at launching some apps again. Seems like everything is operating pretty smoothly. Nothing crazy. I don't see anything crazy yet. Let's see how the new animations look still. When we go to edit, yep, same, very similar, smooth animations here. As you can see, Control Center, well, that was kind of interesting. Control Center seems to be working okay also. You can definitely still see liquid glass in the same manner we had it recently. Let's actually go ahead and look under display and liquid glass, and no new options here as well yet. Everything still looks the same in that regard. Same new wallpapers have been added there since the last couple betas. I'm not seeing anything crazy that's really standing out yet. So that's good to see. But again, a .3 release usually does have some more features. We're going to have to do a deeper dive. We're going to do our Geekbench score test here in another few minutes, but that'll be part of our later in the week video to see once everything finishes re-indexing. Again, I feel it warm and we're not going to get the full picture of those Geekbench scores just yet. So this update did come in at a little over 8 gigs again. That's been pretty consistent with what betas have been pulling in recently. Not crazy or anything nuts to see there yet. So that's it for this one. I'm going to go ahead and check out watchOS. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on those notifications so you can get that when we drop that video as well, as we discover more new features, which I'm sure are present. Visually, that's all we're seeing right now though, so we will do a deeper dive and follow up with you guys. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.